mother of punk, who walked politics and anarchy onto runways.
I just use my fashion as an excuse to say what I think about politically and culturally. But my fashion gives you an incredible choice in an age of conformity.
A woman who made bondage wear look flawless next to haute couture, Vivienne Westwood inspired 5 decades of fashion.
I've always been able to make things. I think at the age of 5 I could have made a pair of shoes.
But before the bustiers, the ripped tartan, the latex, she was Vivienne, from Tinsel, Derbyshire, born into a family of shoemakers, though Westwood herself took a detour into fashion. She was a teacher first, before she opened a shop in West London with her boyfriend, Malcolm McLaren, crafting clothes that would later define the punk aesthetic.
God save the Queen, the fascist regime.
From there, her empire grew, outfitting the Sex Pistols and adopting their anti-establishment positions against the government and against the monarchy. Once dressing up as Margaret Thatcher, wearing her own design on the cover of Tatler, a suit that the then Prime Minister had actually ordered but not yet received.
We did this song, God Save the Queen, and it was, she ain't a human being.
Did you agree with the words?
What I really thought at that time was that the Queen was a hypocrite. But since then, I've thought things through. Social cement, that's what I think the value of the royal family are to us.
While accepting her OBE from the Queen in 1992, she arrived to the palace true to style, without underwear.
I once met one of the Queen's assistants in a bookshop, and he said, I have to tell you, he said, the Queen, she loves the investitures. He said, and she was so terribly amused by the time when you didn't wear any knickers.
14 years later, the Queen made her a dame. Always the rebel, but never without a cause. Her protests as theatrical as her designs, once driving a tank to David Cameron's house to protest against fracking.
I'm a fashion designer and an activist, and this is my career, and each help the other. And it's very, very important to look great if you want to make a point.
While she ripped the seams of high fashion, designers who rose up alongside her say Westwood also stitched her name into some of the industry's most memorable moments, her designs showcased in big Hollywood films.
I think she's played a very significant role worldwide. Every single look that she came out with has become something that you remember, whether it's Naomi Campbell falling on the catwalk with the high shoes, or the whole punk look of the safety pins. She was outspoken, she never compromised.
She was a fashion maverick till the very end, and gave us a lifetime of looks on the way.
I like to think that the life that's going on forever, that I'm actually contributing to it. It's part of the Tao, it's part of the path. That's how I like to think of it.